Got a lot of dope stuff on the way, a lot of events coming up, a lot of activities and all kinds of goodies. So, I just figured I got to step my game up, man. Ain't no use in me just sitting over here with all of this busted half-ass gear and not representing. What's up, B? Can you hear me? Yo, you got to take that mask off because I can't hear. Shit. I hear you, but you know, it might be me though, because I got this thing in a damn selfie stick wannabe. So I'm kind of muffled. I'm gonna have to just bring it closer. What's good, man? How you doing? Man, maintaining. I am waiting for the Roving Jewel to come on. I told him to give us about 10 minutes or so to join us here. But right now, I got the live stream going live too. Hold on. Yeah, let me make sure we're still good. See, I'm doing all kinds of tricks. Go on your phone and look on YouTube on Rap Critics and see if we live real quick. I'll see if I can send you the link. Yeah, if you hear that. I am waiting for the rope. I told him to give us. I think it's working, but whatever. Yeah, man, we got the Roving Jewel coming and joining us here in a minute. Yeah, it's working. There it is. There it is. There it is. For sure. Have you heard this project yet, my brother? Hold on. I'm gonna have to take this damn thing out the cradle. That's really what it is. I can't hear you. But I was like, yeah, let me jump in here and see if we can set up one of our first live stream interviews. We haven't had one in a minute. And the Roving Jewel is the musician, the producer that we're putting in the hot seat today. You know what I'm saying? But until he gets in and settles in the room, peace to everybody joining the show. Hope you guys stick around. We're gonna have some heat for y'all in a minute. But what's up, Brian? How you been, brother? Oh, I was getting ready to say. You said medicating. I was about to say, what you trying to match me over here? Hey, do you know what it means when somebody says, "Yo, come over and match me"? You understand this terminology? Huh? Yeah, kind of match me is some old school shit that we heads used to say back then. Like, yo, match me, son. Match me on the joint, son. You know what I mean? That's when you barely had two nickels to rub together to put in on a nickel bag back in the day. I don't know. This is some bullshit. I saw some jokes like that earlier and it took impact. Maybe we can get the man himself to break it down for us. What's happening, bro? Can you hear us out there? Yeah, you sound loud and clear, man. Loud and clear, my brother. Good to have you in the spot. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Indeed, indeed. It's my man Brian, aka Bartender Say, one of the co-founders of the Rap Critics blog Mission. You know what I mean? So I thought it'd be only right if we bring him on and, give him a chop it up with you here real quick. I'm sorry for giving you the close up on my lips. I'm over here juggling. I'm trying to lower volumes on the audio box. I did manage to get us to go live on YouTube. And I was trying to tell you earlier, it's a trip for me trying to figure out all of these new platforms and everything. But my goal is to make it happen, brother. So I hope you don't mind being my guinea pig a little bit here as we.
Quite all right. We figure it out together.
Word. Well, yeah, man. Let's just jump right into it, man. I got some standard, music journalist questions that we're gonna throw at you, and I got some random questions just to see where you're at and see if bartender Say has anything he wants to put in. Brian, you have any questions at any point? Jump in. But yeah, man, thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll
do the best I can with whatever questions you throw at me.
How about this? We'll start off with this. This is a random one. I don't know. You don't have to believe in astrology for this one or not, but if you had to pick the best sign on the astrological wheel, the word that I can't say, if you had to pick the sign that rules all signs, what would it be, sir?
I'm going to have to go with my own sign, I suppose. I don't know. I'm a Gemini.
That's right. It was a setup. It was a setup. I was going to say, did we miss your birthday, or is it your birthday? Or?
It was yesterday.
Well.
But, I'm celebrating today. Actually, I worked yesterday, so I took the day off today. So
that's right.
Nice. Like, I can do this. Yeah, I got to relax. So that's cool.
That's right.
But I don't know. Like, I'm a Gemini. My wife's a Gemini. I don't know, a lot of creative people I seem to team up with somehow seem to be Geminis.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
I don't know. I think Geminis are maybe like they're good at seeing like both sides of like different equations, and we do have a definite drawback of sometimes jumping to different projects all at once because we're like fascinated by everything, I feel like. But I don't know. I'm not super like enthralled in it or believe it to a T, but I think there's definitely some specifics that definitely like fall on it.
Right. Nah, that was just a setup question. I thought I saw something in your post. I'm like, you said something about another, trip around or something. I'm like, I think it was his birthday, Plus, me being a Gemini as well, and us walking right into Gemini season. There it is. You know what I mean? So I just had to start off right there and saying happy belated birthday from the Rap Critic Squad.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I actually I've always I grew up in the Carolinas in the South, so of course most of us who were really into hip hop and stuff, like we were all into Dungeon Family, Outkast, Biggie Mob, and all that.
Right.
And I actually happened to share my birthday with Andre 3000.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's dope. Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't. I've seen him in concert at least 2 or 3 times back then.
Yeah. Well, damn, that knocks another one of the questions I had off the list of who would be, some of the artists that you would love to work with. You know what I mean? If possible. I'm sure he's on that list.
I mean, yeah, that would be super tight, but I don't know. I feel like his guest appearances are few and far between.
Hey.
That would probably be a feat in and of itself to get in touch with them.
Right.
But yeah, anybody from the Dungeon Family, I love that. I feel like they had not only just a great presence in hip hop, but organized noise in general. I feel like are extremely underrated producers.
Indeed.
You can go back to their production now and listen to it, and it's still cutting edge, groundbreaking, and it stands up to today's standards as well as back then. So,
yeah. And some tracks are still even groundbreaking, and I still think some of the material that they did is in a class of its own, very separate from anything that we've heard since, So, all right.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
Yeah, man.
As far as hip hop, it'd be great to work with other Wu members, kind of all the Dungeon Family Wu stuff. That was my favorite stuff growing up, outside of the Roots, Tribe, all the jazzy type stuff. So I was really big into all the new stuff, a lot of the jazzy hip hop, all the Dungeon Family. Those are my quintessential top artists.
Indeed.
And then of course Mobb Deep. Everybody loved Mobb Deep.
Oh, of course.
Grew up in that era.
Of course. The golden era.
I would like to, at some point venture out and hip hop is a great melting pot that can, in and of itself, incorporate other genres without, kind of being don't know, some people tend to be cheesy when you meld in other genres, but hip hop being, just sound in general, people draw their samples or sounds from all over the place. So I feel like done right, you can, collab with anyone. If you do it right, it can come off great.
Well,
I'd love to venture outside of hip hop at some point.
But
bring it back home as well.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say, just getting back to that list. You said there's a lot of members, of the Wu-Tang family that you would love to work with. But man, as a producer myself, and I said that to you the other day, I'm like, we're gonna get some of these promo projects and everything solidified and real strong for our bigger ideas, what we're all trying to do, so we can get this stuff out the way. Because I'm trying to get freaking Prodigal Son in a booth. You know how hard it is to get some of these jokers. That's my friend. That's my friend, bro. I know that guy. That's my friend. I still can't get him. I'm like, man, I can't front on your projects because they fire, and we got fire lined up for years. I know you know how it is, but that just brings me right back to the fact that there are a lot of producers that are going to be jealous of your ass because you got Planet Asia, Casual. Tell us who you got on your project. Let's talk about it. Like, tell the people what you're working with, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty heavy.
Asia, Casual, Substantial, Kinetic, Beretta 9. I grew up with his name being Beretta 9.
Right, right.
Ninth Prince, Prodigal Son, Killer Priest. My friend Andrew Lozano, he actually mixed and mastered the project, and he also helped produce and play guitar on the final track. Mother's Milk is actually my wife. I have her do the intro.
Oh, wow.
An instrumental, which I thought turned out great. Some family friends from back south, the Shaw brothers, they've been rocking with me for a long time, even when my production was definitely still needed work. Like, they've always been down to work with me, so I had to get them on the track.
Right.
And I felt like they killed it. Like, their track, I really dug, and somebody actually messaged me. I know, I was like, man, that sounds like some Slum Village. So I shared it with them, and they were super hyped on that. See, am I missing anyone? Oh, CO and Verse.
See, that's crazy. It's like, am I missing anyone? The list is so. Did you hear that, folks? That was a casual flex right there. Let me see. Did you say Tech? Did you get to mention Tech from?
I didn't get to Tech yet, but yes, Tech from Smith & Wesson. I actually tried to get both Tech and Still on there, but didn't end up getting worked out in time. But yeah, the Tech came through. Actually, very, very professional. He was like, sending some beats. He's like, I don't know if I'm really feeling them. You got anything else? I worked up a few more that I thought would fit his style and his voice. And like, ooh, I like that one. Sent to me, all right, give me 48 hours. Within 48 hours, the track was already back in my inbox. So
that's amazing.
He really knocked it out.
That's amazing. Without giving up too many of your secrets, whatever you feel, how did you even begin to get on this track to where? Because I noticed you said something earlier about working with your friends, the Shaw brothers, and you said back when your sound wasn't there, to where you are now, to where you have this laundry list of impressive names, Zion I being another person name I'm looking at that we missed.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy.
I had something in front of me, so I wouldn't have missed any names.
Yeah, I got 5 tabs over here that I'm looking at, I got you.
But I mean, since I've been, I've dabbled in music for a long time. I started playing guitar, I think, roughly around 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
I started making beats and getting into hip hop. I got into hip hop way earlier. I got into hip hop roughly, I'm guessing, 94-ish. And but I started kind of dabbling in it around, I think, 97 with my friend from back south. His name is Brett One. Started he had an ASR or some sort of keyboard, and started making beats with him, and he's super ill at rhyming. Started messing with turntables back then, but it didn't really click till later. I started making beats whenever I got a computer after I moved out to California. And then one fatal day came, and I got my first MPC, which was a 2000 XL. And then after that, it was just kind of like solidified, and I didn't have a manual or anything. I just kind of like fiddled with it until I learned it. And yeah, I teamed up with the Shaw Brothers back then. They were always just like, yo, give us some beats, give us some beats. And they actually did like a promotional tour with Adidas in China.
Wow.
Back then, and they did film like a video out there, and they used one of my beats for that one. So that was like my first real like thing that kind of like came to the surface. So
right.
yeah, they've always been down to use my, wanted to use my stuff. So I definitely had to get them on there, and I hope to have some more with them in the future.
Amazing.
As far as like working with all the people on the album, that kind of realistically came out of nowhere. I had finished just an instrumental project, like a beat tape basically, and put it out. And then after it, I started making a few beats, and I kind of liked the direction it was going. And I had already been talking to Prodigal for a while. I told him the idea. Like, listen, like I'm doing this kind of direction I want to go. Would you be down to feature on it? And he was down with it. So that's kind of where it started. And I think next I hit up Ninth Prince and Substantial, and they were both down. It's funny because it was actually a year ago today. I know because I remember talking with Ninth on the phone, and I was like, yeah, like my birthday's on, I think it was maybe, I think it was towards the end of the week that year or something. And he's like, yeah, I'll knock it out. So like the first three were on deck. But I originally only planned on doing like maybe half the album with features, half instrumentals. But as people started signing on, I was just like, all right, like, well, maybe I'll see if this person will do it. And like it just keep adding up. Like, I don't know, I guess it just kind of was a domino effect.
Kind of started snowballing, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't meant to be the project it turned out to be, but it turned out beyond my wildest expectations in the end.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I think this is probably a good testimony to a lot of things for musicians and producers, and one is just sticking to your guns and just sticking to the craft, being persistent. Like you said, it took a couple of tracks that you gave to Tech before one to actually stick.
Yeah, and I actually I did that for a few people on this project, as well. Actually, the first one I sent him, I made like specifically for him. Like, all right, like I listened to some tracks. I was like, all right, I feel like this tempo and cadence will sound good. I found some samples that I thought would sound good with his voice, and it sounded kind of gritty, and it had like a little woo aesthetic to it. Without it being like a carbon copy woo beat. He's like, all right, like I like that one, send me some more. And I ended up sending like 6 beats or something. But we ended up going back to the first one, and that's the one that didn't on the album. And yeah, I kind of did that with a few people, but most like Planet Asia, I sent him. He's like, all right, send me. I forgot what track he told me. I was like, is there a tempo that you like? I tried to cater to what people wanted in regard to tempo. And he gave me a song. He's like, make it the same tempo of this song. I can't remember what it was now, but I just did the tap tempo on the MPC or whatever to the song, and then made it to that. I think for some reason, I think it might have been like a LL Cool J song or something like that.
Right.
But I hit him with 3 beats, and I was like, all right, like I've got these people lined up. I was like, if you're feeling any of these, let me know. He's like, yeah, I'm down. Send me this one. And same thing, maybe like a week later, he sent the track back. The track was done, and it was super tight. We went in on it. So
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, like it's kind of scary. Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. What's that? That's the art off of the Spotify?
Yeah, there's a music video for that, and really talented illustrator. Her name is Rachel Sorokian. You can look her up. She's done music videos for other people. I actually saw a music video like come across in an Instagram ad, and I was like, man, like that's a really like that's exactly what I want for like a music video for this instrumental album. So I wrote her, and she's like, yeah, I'll do something, and we kind of worked it out. So yeah, last year was like my jump into like just contacting people out of the blue and see if they're willing to work. And I think last year I lucked out. It was a great time to do it because it's the pandemic. Everybody's at home. Like nobody's out touring. They have, time to work. So I think that definitely worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
In a lot of aspects.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, I was going to say to everybody that's in the room, thank everybody for joining in. If you guys have any questions, throw them up in there. I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce. I see somebody named Cassandra Manzo 14 was trying to get in. Shout out to Plastic FM. Shout out to all my guys. Grimace is in the building. I'm a part of a collective as well.
Shout out to Plastic. He actually spun a few tracks in a mix set that he did in Germany and ordered the vinyl. So
oh wow, that's what's up.
And he put together. He sent me the mix, and it was a super dope set. So
I need that link. I need that link if
possible.
possible.
Or I'll send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on all digital platforms, except for YouTube. YouTube minus a couple of music videos. But yeah, Bandcamp, I have hard copies, I have CDs, cassettes, a vinyl, 180 grams splatter color.
Do you have any copies on you right now? Can you show us?
I don't have any in the room that I'm sitting in right now.
Okay, for sure. I was gonna say I do want to try this again tomorrow, so maybe we can try from a little different angle. How is your schedule tomorrow? You still good for that?
I thought are we doing tomorrow or Sunday? I thought we were doing Sunday.
We can do Sunday. I don't know why I was thinking tomorrow. We can do Sunday. I'm totally open for that.
All right. Yeah, I think Sunday will be good.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, Sunday will probably work.
Maybe a little earlier, but
all right.
We'll talk. We'll figure.
I was just thinking about you sent me the flyer, so I thought that said Sunday.
Right. Yeah, I'll double check. We'll get our bearings. Let's talk about that right there. Tell the people what's in store. That's that beautiful vinyl.
Yeah, so I figured if I'm ever going to press vinyl, this is the project that's going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go all in on it. It was always kind of a dream of mine to one day put out an album on vinyl. So
yeah,
this was definitely the one that's going to be on, and I wasn't just going to put out, just like whatever the standard flimsy vinyl. I wanted to put out 180 gram. It's heavy, it's thick, it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I did the splatter color to kind of mimic the artwork. My friend Anthony, he, did the artwork on it. He actually designed everything down, from the cover to the actual the little ring on the actual vinyls and rings and all that. So he knocked it out and gave me exactly what I wanted. I didn't even know what I wanted. I came up, threw out some ideas, so he made it happen.
Yeah, man. The artwork is amazing. The artwork is beautiful as a whole. What's the concept behind that?
So I kind of kept thinking about that number for some reason, and that was going into it. I started the making the album right before my birthday, which last year I was getting ready to turn 38, and I looked up the number 38, significance of it, and it ended up being it actually was talking about expansion in all sorts of ways, creatively. You might go through turmoil, but it's you're going through these things and expanding into a new realm or a new way of being. there was a lot more in depth to it, but that was kind of the gist to it. So that's kind of, you know, I feel for the most part what the content of the album represents, and also, you know, the artwork and the sound. It kind of like, it holds a little bit of the past in it, but it kind of breaks through into like the future.
That's dope.
You know, there's a little bit of futuristic sounds and, you know, ambience to it that kind of, it's rooted in 90s hip hop, of course. That's what I grew up listening to, but it also, it's kind of like, I don't know, to me, it's kind of placed on the horizon a little bit. It gives you kind of a forward feeling.
Somebody in the comments said Horizon Beats.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my homie. That's my homie Ryan. So shout out to him.
Word. Yeah, man. So with all that being said, we spoke about this a little earlier. Now is a perfect time to, drum roll, please, announce. You know, I wasn't just jumping on here for nothing, party people. We're going to make a bunch of clips of this. We're going to try to help everybody get the word out on the Roving Jewel 38 expansion. And to make that happen, we are going to give away one of those beautiful vinyl copies. We're going to set that up right now. We had a giveaway not too long ago, which went out good. I still got to talk to the guy that actually won the thing, but, you know, we're working on that. Everybody else, I hope everybody else got their prizes. I only heard back from one person, actually. But we're going to give away, at the very least, one copy, right? Bro, I'm not just speaking out of turn, am I, sir?
We can definitely give out a copy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So basically, we'll probably have this post and a few other posts that we'll make within the next week. You know, the normal rules, repost, put in your story, all of that. And what do you think? Should we give it a 2-week time limit? Week time limit?
Yeah, maybe give it a little bit of time. 2 weeks.
Give it a 2-week time limit? Yeah, give us enough time to really get the word out and really get some entries going, and we'll get some prizes. I always add stuff onto it as well. I'm a comic nerd, so I'll send out a couple of free comics or a CD or a sticker or a bunch of stuff, download codes for Bandcamp and stuff. So we'll get some stuff going for everybody. But the grand prize, party people, is right here. Well, it was right there. See, I almost had it perfect. That was a perfect segue. Right there, folks.
What's up, Brian? I couldn't hear.
Do you know if they're still doing Bandcamp Friday?
They are doing Bandcamp Friday, I think, first Friday of every month, I believe, something like that.
I keep looking it up, and it says that May was the last one they're doing. Did they send you any info?
I haven't received anything that that they discontinued it, but I know that they yeah, I guess we are about in June. So
I saw something a couple of days ago. Some email came through on my Bandcamp page as well. I have to look at it and see what it was all about. But man.
But yeah, if we want to, I'll add on to it. If we want to keep the prize well going, we might can do like some other prizes in there too.
Okay.
You know, if people want to jump in, so
yeah, man.
You know, maybe we can do like a couple, 2 or 3 different ones.
Yeah, doing this for a bunch of reasons, because it's a great project. One of my good friends and some of my other good friends and new friends are on that project. It's a beautiful looking project, and we're all going for the same goal. So, like I said about our other mission, we're trying to get in as many record stores as possible. So everybody watching, leave us a comment. Let us know if there's a record store near you that you're willing to pick up a couple copies. Let's get that going. Let's get these records where they need to be, man. Wholesale is better. Yeah.
We'll make it happen. We'll work it out.
I was gonna say wholesale is better than consignment, but hey, depending on who you are and how many you want, we'll.
Yeah, actually, town here, store here in Sacramento, is called Phono Select. They got a super dope store. The guys working in there are super cool. And they actually picked up some tapes off me. They picked up some records.
That's what's up.
They were like, "No, we don't do consignment. Like, we're buying them from you outright."
Okay.
So they yeah, they got some of my beat tapes. They got some of the 30th expansion there, and
Nice.
they were super, about helping me out, like right from the gate. They're like, we're going to keep selling it. You can bring some more copies in soon. So,
what's the name again?
yeah, so it's called Phono Select.
Phono Select in Sacramento.
Let's see. I can't remember what street it's off of, but yeah, they're a newer record store, I believe. Yeah, everyone who worked there was super dope.
Yeah.
Immediately we're down to carry it.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. We're definitely going to be touching bases with everybody. But yeah, man, we're almost at the half-hour mark. I think it might be a good mark to cut it and then come back. We'll touch base on the other side and come back and figure out something for Sunday. Maybe go a little more in depth because I got questions. I know the people. Yeah, I'm rocking. I was gonna say earlier, I'm rocking with a crew. Some of my guys are in here. Shout out to Entertainment. And shout out to Grimace. The 3 Beats Later crew. You guys definitely check for us every Monday. You should check that out, RJ. You should definitely check it out. But I know you're a MPC guy.
I am. Yeah, I'm definitely like, I don't know, I'll turn it around so you can see. This is kind of like, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, all the random, where all the inspiration and
is that a motif?
From, so. It is a chord triton.
Oh, triton. I knew that.
So yeah, I'm pretty much like I record into a DAW and I'll do some like after edits or whatever, but I do majority 90% of my work between MPC and the Roland SP. Even some of like, a lot of the filtered sweeps and stuff like that are not automated in a DAW. Those are like done recording,
wow.
SP, coming from the MPC through the SP.
That's impressive.
Definitely,
that's impressive.
Hands-on.
Yeah.
And I feel like it gives it a little bit of more of a live feel and kind of like an older feel and doesn't quite sound as robotic.
And once you're in that and you're totally in that, like you get more in your groove. It just, like that's when you're really playing. Like I do a lot of computer bass, and I do have I'll show you my little messy world over here. Don't pay attention to the tripod sitting on the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. It's not an MPC, and I grew up on MPCs. I learned how to do everything on MPCs, like the original MPC 60. So I get it. You know what I mean? And it's definitely
I feel like for me, that's where the fun of it is. Like, even like, I just like to get on it and like toy around with it and mess around, even if I don't end up making something. Just fun just to get lost in it, spend an hour sitting here and fiddling with sounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, something cool might come out of it, But I record into a DAW, of course, and all that. But the fun of it to me is to fiddle with it. They're musical instruments. I think people like downplay it sometimes, but MPC is like one of the most legit musical instruments. I feel like I play real musical instruments as well, but I don't know. Like, it's really fun to like get on there and work.
You play a few instruments, don't you? You play bass? Or no?
I will say I dabble in instruments. I'm not greatly proficient in everything I play, but I can play well enough to get the sound that I need to use it. But yeah, over my years, guitar, bass, charango, sitar, just picked up a tenor sax. I've been playing tenor sax.
What?
Of course, the keys. I think you saw the Smith & Wesson. I remade the Bucktown beat.
Yeah.
So
that was hot.
The sax line with that. Man, somebody ate me up online for that the other day. Like,
why?
Like they were trying to clown on me. They were like nobody's doing anything cool with the MPC anymore. Like, this is way too simple. I'm like Like, obviously, you don't, like, I literally remade the song.
Right, from scratch. Right,
yeah.
right.
Like, the only thing I didn't do is I didn't use a sample and pitch it up. I played it with the sax and played it at an octave lower. So it sounded slightly different. But I literally, like, I played the bass line almost identical. I actually added a few notes because the bass line was maybe like 4 or 5 notes.
Right.
And, yeah, I tried to get it close to where it was, it sounded like identical to the beat as, as much as possible.
Somebody from Duck Down liked it. I saw somebody from Duck Down left a comment.
Yeah, like a few people, like still like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like, the guy was like, like Dilla, no. Like, I don't know if, like, I don't know. He's probably like a younger guy or something, but I don't know if, even Dilla interviewed her. No, what was it? It was on Rough Draft. Like sometimes like straight up loops. Fuck it. Like,
It is what it is.
Like some simple stuff sometimes too.
It is what it is.
You can have crazy beats, you can have simple beats, as long as it sounds good. You don't need to overproduce all the time.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Substance 810. Shout out to James Southern. Is that you, Broken Fingers? From Tennessee? What's happening, fam? What's good?
Oh yeah, MPC 1000. That was my last MPC before I got the 2500.
Wow. Damn. See, that's what I was gonna say. So with the crew that I'm with, that we do our show on Mondays, 3 beats later. I think pretty much, if you're still in here, correct me if I'm wrong. I think pretty much all of us are DAW-based producers. We may use controllers, but we pretty much. Now, I'm an Ableton guy. You know what I mean? But man, I would love to have you be a part of some of those shows. I need to talk to the guys and make sure they see this. And at the very least, just to talk to you over on that network as well, real quick. Let me talk to some guys. Yeah.
I mean, I like watching beat battles and stuff too, so it would be cool just to tune in and check it out, even if I can't participate.
I was going to say, do you participate in beat battles? There's another one coming up on the 30th, actually. Producer plug.
I have. I've entered in quite a few Tracklib, whatever beat battles, but nobody's ever really picked my stuff. But the one I entered in, I did the Inspector Deck. I hit them up with like 8 or 9 different beats, but they didn't end up picking any of mine.
Well,
but
I'm gonna have to plug my people. Producer plug. They got the battle going on the 30th. Robert Glasper is the judge. There is an entry fee for that one. I'll talk to you more later on the back end of that. I really think you should get in on some of those, but we'll talk. We're kind of cutting it close for that one. If you're down, whatever. If not, we'll talk. We'll talk all about that. But everybody, make sure you check that battle for sure. That's May 30th. Shout out to Producer Plug, Distro Lord, the homie. I'm trying to think of other beat battles that I just entered, but I probably should start sending you a list on that. Shout out to The Fingers. He is the man when it comes to beat battles. Like, he could probably put the both of us up on a lot of game. Like, he went full time with beat battles for a while, and we had a video and he just showed us his room of all the shit that he won over the year. It's like,
oh wow,
yeah.
I feel like I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm a slow producer. I feel like sometimes, because sometimes I don't know, I just like to fiddle with stuff and then I'll go back like, I don't really like that. I'll just erase it or whatever.
I'm both. I have a style that I call almost like bombing. Like, I used to want to be graph writer, and if my throw ups it's whatever. But if I take my time, I get something that's okay. I'm not the best graffiti writer. You know what I'm saying? I take the same concept with beat making. Like, some of them just like, there's some beats that are like 10 minutes. Some beats like 2 years. I have a beat that's like 2 years old. Wow, you might be able to help me with this beat because you play. We'll talk later, man. But I have like song concepts and like I'm trying to do Sun Ra covers, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I need help. You know?
Man, look at this. Hold on, I gotta grab some. I just ordered off this record company the other day some like rare Sun Ra 45s, but also this book of Sun Ra poetry, which is super dope.
Oh wow. Wow.
But I can forward you that. It's definitely worth checking out.
Wow. I'm just gonna have to see your. I'm just gonna have to see your random Sun Ra pull and raise you, just to show you how real it is. Because you know, when you're talking about Sun Ra, you're talking about, and that's my design. You know what I mean? That's my theft design. I'm sorry, I had to get him. I had to get him. I had to get that one.
I might have to grab that from you.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're right.
Actually, I have space at the place over in my room.
We're gonna have to stop. So this conversation is going way over here now. We're gonna be talking about Sun Ra and Miles and all of our favorite musicians and P Sun and Killer Army and shit, bro. Like I'm over here looking in my closet for another Sun Ra t-shirt. Pardon me. I think this is a good time for me to stop because I'm getting way distracted right now.
Like a 2-hour conversation.
Right. But hey, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to join us. I was gonna say, Brian, before we log off, you wanna lead it in? I know I've been hogging the microphone here.
I actually wanted to have your album cover on the shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I need to kind of like get into that avenue a little bit more. Yeah, that's in the future.
That's a good idea.
As soon as I get out, I want to get out a little bit like a few more projects, and then kind of I might start leaning in that direction too.
Word, man.
Yeah, thanks for checking it out. It's definitely a blessing to have people not only listen to your finished product, but also like it and get compliments. Like a guy wrote me today and said he heard a random song from 38th Extension on Spotify. He wrote me after to tell me how much he liked it. So like,
that's what's up, man.
It's rewarding to get those compliments out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. And like I say, we know our everybody's like 6 degrees. That 6 degree separation is real as hell, though, because we know our connection with our combined friend, but he spoke about you a couple of times while this was going on. Like we'll be sitting there, smoking and hanging out, doing whatever, going to eat or whatever, and have our conversations. So I'm kind of hearing what he's talking about as it's happening. And, I was like, yo, that project is tight, bro. That's a good one. He's like, yeah, man. Like, so as we continue on, your name keeps coming up. Now I've heard the project a couple times, looking at your whole roster and everything like that. And after talking to my brother again over the past couple weeks, like, man, we all got to step it up. He's like, Q, you need to get on, my man. Like, why are you playing games? You know how he talked. You was on the phone. Shout out to P. Maybe he'll be with us this weekend. You know what I mean? So you'll hear from the man himself. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, brother.
I didn't get the last part.
No, I was just saying. Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get back on Sunday.
Yeah. I think I don't even know. I'll be moving too fast. I thought I said Saturday. It may say Sunday, whatever. We're coming back Sunday, party people. Stay tuned. Check us out. Follow Roving Jewel on all his platforms. Roving Jewel, you want to take us out?
Thanks everybody for watching. Q, Brian, thanks for having me, and we'll see you Sunday.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Y'all be good out there. This is Rap Critics Blog signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Follow Roving Jewel on all his platforms. Roving Jewel, you want to take us out?
Thanks everybody for watching. Q, Brian, thanks for having me, and we'll see you Sunday.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Y'all be good out there. This is Rap Critics Blog signing out. Peace. Cool.